It is I. I'm your SGW guy, that host with the most, bringing you another edition of Outside the Box Live. And yep, tonight it is myself. Um, Gina is still recuperating from her surgery, and Mike is taking care of her, so they won't be back for a while. So let's just keep Gina in our prayers. Keep Mike in our prayers. Fred, the crewman, he's out and about with Mrs. Crewman tonight. So you guys are just stuck with me today. So I forgot to go live with Instagram. So welcome to the Instagram people. Hi everybody. Yep, you're not seeing it. You just got me tonight. So what I first want to bring up is I want to say congratulations today. And I think they're still, unless they wrapped it up by now, but out at the Breslow Fire Hall, Petey and Jennifer were joined today in matrimony by yours truly with Simple Ceremonies of Northeast PA. Fishing right here, baby. So congratulations once again to Pete and Jennifer. And if they're still out at the Breslow Fire Hall, hope you're having a good night. Now this morning, I know the weather was, but it turned out to be a great day. It was a beautiful ceremony. And so let me just touch base, bring up a little bit of speed what's going on with me. Now, last week, I had some tests that I have some clots in my right leg. So I'm on medication. And today I had to go to General for an ultrasound. So let me tell you, even on a Saturday, if you're supposed to be there, if you're supposed to be tested at 10:30, I was supposed to be there at 10:30. Nah, it didn't happen. So by the time I got there, by the time I got over and done, it was about 11 o'clock, quarter after 11. But yeah, I got that done. I'll know the results in a couple days. So that's basically right now what's going on with me. Hello, everybody who's watching, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. Glad you're here with me tonight on this beautiful Saturday night. And yeah, it's really it's a beautiful night out, and I can see why Mr. and Mrs. Crewman, they wanted to, they're out and about, they're having a good night. I hope they have a good night. I want to give a throw out. I want to give a shout out to my friends from TMG, Brenda, Lenny, Mags. Again, if you're just joining me tonight, Gina is still recuperating, so she's going to be out for a little bit, most likely. So if you could keep Gina and Mike in your prayers, appreciate it. So what my initial convo was going to be tonight was Summer Nights, titled Summer Nights, because it's so beautiful out. Where do you guys like to go? Do you guys like to go to the movies? Out for a drive? Because I know back in the day, before if you're local, okay, and Wilkes-Barre Public Square, back in the 80s, it took you an hour to get from around the square over to Market Street Bridge and back. That's how many people were out cruising. There were no cell phones. There were none of this internet. You cruised. You had CBs in your cars, and everybody just hung out. That was social networking. Whether it was in McDonald's parking lot, Burger King's parking lot, who knows? But it was just a good old time, and I wish, in a way, I'd like to see that come back, but I don't know. I go down to Market Street now, and there's it's nothing. They put in this, no cruising around 3-time rule, and then it just kind of, I guess, disembarked, and everybody just started doing their own thing. But it was fun. It was a great time. If you have any stories you want to tell me about, put it in the chat, or if you want to be part of the show tonight, I will send you the link, and you could come into the studio, be my guest co-host tonight. Because again, if you're just joining us, yeah, it is me. It's only me tonight. And so what I would like to, because it is a hot night out and days are going to be warm, we're going to get no summer days. You need the outside the box tumbler. Okay. Get it on the shop zone. Fill out with your favorite beverage. Keep your thirst, keep your quenched on the go. Click that QR code for the tumbler. If you want to donate to the food review cause, click that QR code up in the left-hand corner. Okay, appreciate it. And here, let me just. All right. So, thank you. Whoever scanned that QR code, let me know. Let me just throw that up there really quick here. You can see me, so we'll keep that for a little bit. And I hope you guys caught my latest videos. We have on Friday, basically, I did a quickie. I did a quick clip up at Dominic's in Edwardsville, Dominic's of New York. Nice little stand. Okay, I've never had an issue with them. And this time I got. What's up, Mark? How's everybody? How you doing tonight? Glad to see you here in the chat. What's up, Bill? It's I'm the only food crew tonight. Everybody's out and about. Gina's still recouping. Mike's out taking care of her. Fred and his wife they're out and about tonight. They're having a good time. So you got me tonight. And what was I going to? Lost my train of thought for a minute. Oh, I went to last week. I went to Dominic's Cafe. Dominic's of New York. It's located in the Lowe's parking lot in Edwardsville, and I got their Reuben sub. If you have not seen the video, I'd please check it out. I just got the regular size. It was really good. It was short. It was small, but it was good. I checked out, did some hot dog and NEPA style with their signature peppers and onions. Do that with the brown mustard. Another great video. Thank you all for hanging with me tonight. I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, I'm first time doing a solo, so I'm gonna try and keep the topics going as best as I can off the top of my head. If you are new to this, watching this new tonight, if you're checking us out on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. Helps the channel grow. And I've just checked it out. Yeah, Mark, their cheesesteak was pretty good. Gotta admit that. Let's see. Just remove that for now. Now. Oh, sorry. If you're new to watching this tonight and you're hitting me on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Share this with your friends and family. Now, I've been getting pulled over a couple of different directions this week too, with everything going on. I see my subs hit past the 600 mark. Thank you. I'm halfway to 700. Appreciate that. Thank you all who subscribe to the channel. It's when I hit 700, I'm gonna give a mug giveaway. We'll do something for all you guys. We'll give away some mugs, maybe a t-shirt. Now, I have to laugh. Last year I bought my new Kia. Beautiful Forte. I love it. It's a kick butt little cruising car, good on gas. And so the other day, I'm like, gee, I wonder when I never, because it was Brett, I forgot to look at the inspection. Well, here to find out, my inspection's due at the end of this month. So I'm like, crud. So luckily I was able to call the dealership. Didn't get inspected Monday. But I was like, it dropped my mind. So I'm like, so guys, if you guys make sure you just check out your inspection stickers, because you don't want to get pulled over because you have bad inspection. That would be crappy. But it is a beautiful night out. So back in the day, who used to cruise in your area? Who you guys cruise, not cruise? Hi, Susan. How are you? How's Bob doing? How you feeling? Thank you for hanging out with us. Hanging out with, I should say, me tonight. I want to give a shout out to Rita over at Turkey Hill. She was a friend of mine working at Turkey Hill in Exeter. If you go by there, say hi to Rita. Tell her she got a shout out on the show. Now, another friend of mine, I was talking messaging me today. I'm not gonna say her name. Just nothing bad. But she was saying, hey, sorry for getting back to you. Because she was asking me about my leg and everything. Heading down to Virginia. Wow, cool. Oh, nice, Mark. Nice. Oh, poop. Wow, man. Safe travels, my friend. Get that out of there. Okay. So, and she said, sorry, her son was supposed to be going out on a date tonight, and the girl canceled, so he's upset. So that kind of gave me an idea. We can talk a little bit about relationships. Let me tell you, myself personally, I've had some whoppers. I know. I mean, we all had that heartbreak. Getting ready to go on that big date. You either boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're all psyched out, and the next thing you know, last minute, canceling. But now that the weather's breaking, kind of ties into what Mark just put in the chat, if everybody could see. I do want to start this summer going back out, doing some small paranormal investigations. Nothing major, because it's most likely just going to be me. But I do want to start going out. Where am I going to hit first? I don't know. What's what is my whole idea going to be? I'm not sure yet. But definitely we're going to put something together to tie in with Outside the Box. Maybe walk through some, maybe I will do some, even though you won't catch any paranormal during the day, but, during the day you can see what cemeteries look like. So maybe we'll do some walkthroughs or drive-through. I'll figure something out. What do you guys think? Would you guys be interested in saying it? Oh, nice. I did not know that. So I believe it's Virginia. There's a place called Hillbilly Hot Dogs. If you go down that way, I want some pictures. Check out their dogs. What else have I got to show you tonight? The Tumblr. Okay, now, if you're like a foodie guy or gal, you like food. Happy Saturday, Steph. This is the Foodie Forever t-shirt. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Venger6, my buddy from Texas. He's kicking it with us tonight. Thank you for being around. This is the Foodie Forever t-shirt. If you're a foodie like me, you've got to get this shirt. It is unisex. I do. And it's just the point, like a lot of it though, here's the thing, to get really good stuff, you gotta be able to put the money into it. To buy like the squelch box, the detectors, and that costs money. And right now I don't have a lot of extra money. So clicking that QR code up in the corner could help me get some equipment down the road. We'll see. But definitely want to start getting back, even walking through the day, because it is, even walking through a cemetery even during the day is peaceful. It's peaceful to me. It helps me calm down, helps me think, on different aspects of my crazy world. Okay. And but going back to my friend's son. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Mark, I was not aware of that. But let's see. All right, so 10 watching from my channel. Thank you. Appreciate it. Whether you're from, watching me from the YouTube channel, from Facebook, you guys are awesome. And I do want to check out. He was supposed to put up, speaking of Fred's not here tonight. He's out with Mrs. Crewman. But his channel, Sick Myth, I'm going to put, as soon as it comes up, I'm going to put his link in the channel. He has been working on some new videos. And the one thing Fred can do, and I've commented this a lot of times, I'm going to put the link in the channel. If you have not subscribed to the Sick Myth channel, please do. Help him out. He's at 66 subscribers. I'd like to get him pushed to at least 100. Okay, within the next day or two. Let's show him some love. Click that subscribe button. Now, his latest was the catastrophe. He was talking about the Knox mine disaster. I did not have a chance to watch it yet, but I want to. I'll probably watch that a little bit later on. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to roll this tonight, because it's just me and excuse me. And it depends on what content I can keep pulling out of my head. But so no, you're welcome, Steph. You're welcome. And it's weird being here by myself. I mean, my videos, I'm by myself, but I'm pre-recording, and I could kind of go back and change stuff. But live, it's just I'm here by myself. I'm here and trying to think of what can I talk about. And it's one thing. It's a lot of people, and I've had people comment this on some of my videos. Oh, you're doing this, or you should be doing this. Doing a video, or as many as I've done, which is as I have. Let's see. I think, let's say I hit 650. I have about 650 videos on my YouTube channel. Trying to come up with content every week is not easy. It's easy to say, hey, you should have done this, or hey, stop doing that. But it's really, it's not that. It's easier said than done. I've been hit by hot dogs. I remember I saw that video on Diners, Drive-In, and Dives. That's where I saw it. I was like, oh, I started going on YouTube, found some stuff, and I'm like, wow, got to check this place out. Wilkes-Barre City Cemetery. Bill, jog my memory. Where is the Wilkes-Barre City Cemetery? Like, I know it's in Wilkes-Barre, but like where? What's it near? Because I know, for all you locals, there's a cemetery right near the General Hospital. But here's the thing. they shut their gates down at like before like 6. So if you can't go in there at night, they lock it down. So a while back, me and FP, we took a ride. We went through during the day, did a little drive through video. But you can't go to that one at night. It's locked down. It won't let you. Excuse me. But all right. So who? I can say I've had in the past relationships, get ready to go out on a date, and or either they call you last minute and say, "Oh, I'm canceling," or they just don't, or you get blown off and not showing up. I've had that happen, and yeah, it really, really stinks. Okay, but it's happened to probably all of us at one point in time, or most of us. So to shout out to the young man, if he's watching, there's other fish in the sea. I don't know if I'd camp out because I like a bed to sleep in, not no sleeping bag. But when I was younger, I used to do that. Gatorade. Okay, yeah, that's the one. They won't let you get in there. They lock it down. You can't get in there at night. I don't know if called and asked if you could do something like, will they let you? I don't know. Let me just kind of cruising through YouTube really quick, see if we catch any cool videos we could watch. All right. Mark, you're thinking about Mark. I believe you're thinking about Taroni's hot dogs. And about 30, 40 years ago, yeah, they sat on the corner of I have a hot dog series coming up, Mark, and I got a clip at Taroni's. Oh, did I try any new places? Yes, Stephanie, I did. And last night, I went to the dough company in Wilkes-Barre. Well, it's considered Wilkes-Barre Township, but the dough company that sits next to Burger King. It does sound cool, Andrew. I went to the dough company. Now, back in the day, the dough company, when I used to live in East End years and years and years ago, I used to work at Burger King when it was the old building Burger King. And we'd close at 11. Well, I'd order pizza next door, pick it up, take it home. Now I find out they seat their last people at 7:30. They're closed by 8. So I'm like, really, dough company? Close at 8 o'clock on a Friday night? Come on. No, but I got a cup. It was yesterday, Friday night. It was raining. It was crappy up here in our area. I got a cup of their piggy soup. It reminded me of how my grandma used to make it. Now, my grandma was Polish, from Poland, like Polish heritage. And this cup of piggy soup tasted really good. And I got their original medium pizza, which is about 8 cuts. And I got it with onions and extra cheese. Now, it reminded me back in the day. Actually, yeah, I got to clean my grill. I got to get stuff. And with my leg and everything. I'm just too lazy to do it, but yeah, I got to do it. Speaking of FP, talked to him for a couple minutes today. Before I went to officiate my wedding, I was officiating today. He says he's doing pretty good. Talked to him for about 5 minutes. He said everything's going decent. The normal, but yeah. So shout out to FP. I run him. I see him every so often. We cross paths. I haven't honestly, be honest, I haven't checked out if he did any live videos lately. I haven't really had a time to look at anything too much with my leg a couple weeks ago. I was here talking about it. I think it was Fred was here. I don't know if Mike, but Fred was here. Fred was on. And I have to. FP is a good guy. I have no negativity against FP. Jerry's, yeah. I have to. I keep forgetting about. There's also a place that I want to try that Gina always talks about called Magda's. Mike and Gina always talk about Magda's Pizza over in Parsons, I believe they're located now. Parsons or Wilkes-Barre. I forget, but I gotta check them out too. Mike's. I just talked to Mike off. I talked to Mike tonight. He works for Social Security, so he can no longer do with the new laws this administration put out. He can't work from home, so he's working. From the office, and now he's taking care. Well, I don't know if he's working home because he is taking care of Gina now. She had her surgery, and Bill, that sounds pretty good. Steph, I'm getting there. I'm a little winded out, and to be honest, I was like, do I want to do? I always want to do the show with them. Do I have enough stamina to do the show tonight? I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah. They said I just didn't know what topics are going to be or how long I'm going to be here on tonight. But a couple of weeks ago, with answering Steph's question, a couple of weeks ago, I'm sure you all had Charlie horses. You got a Charlie horse cramp. Well, think of that Charlie horse cramp for having it for about 3 days. Okay. It felt like a Charlie horse cramp that would not let go. And it was painful. It was very painful. I wanted to jump out the window. Not really, but like you wanted to I'm sorry, I'm getting a text here. One moment, guys. I'm sorry. All right, sorry about that. The GF was just messaging me, so GF says hello to everybody. Oh boy. Okay, so yep. If those guys were other. Just going through okay, I missed some in the chat. Okay, so everybody keeps saying you got to try Shelly's, and I just not being on that side of the just being on that side. I'm not on that side of the river, and I forget. Steph Valenti's, is that the one on Wyoming Ave? I'm thinking of I'm thinking of a place in Luzerne, and I can't remember the name. Oh, I'm thinking of Perugino's. Okay, not okay. I know where Valenti's is. Valenti's is on the Ave. I haven't been there in probably 40 years, but I see they're still open. I gotta go in there and check it out one of these nights. But getting back to Steph's question, that hi Pat. Now that she won't. She does not like being on camera. She will never do that. How you doing, Joe? Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Could be. And it's the knee that I had operated on years ago, so it's a possibility. What happened was that the cramp was like literally would not. It felt like a cramp that would not release. So once I got on a not gonna happen, Avenger. That's a good idea. They put me on Eliquis, which I gotta take tonight before I go to bed. Gotta take it twice a day. After taking the blood thinners, it made a whole big difference. Hello, Miss Brenda. Thank you for hanging tonight. Appreciate it. Brenda joins us, looks like via Facebook. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the chat. And we were just kind of touching a little bit about relationships. First time relationships back in the day, we all had them. When you get, you're all psyched up to go on your first date, and that date calls and says cancels on you or just doesn't show up, and you feel like a idiot. We've all been there. But yeah, it's I gotta get, before I do any more cooking videos, I kind of get everything up to speed in my kitchen. And like I said, with my whole right leg, I just dropped the ball. Like, I just couldn't walk. It was not that I couldn't walk, it was very painful to walk. Yeah. Everybody say hi to Brenda. Brenda has been working with me at TMG for many, 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 many years. Speaking of TMG, I didn't see Lenny bop in yet. Lenny sometimes drops in and says hi. Valentine's Day is coming up, as people were stating. What is for all you guys and gals that are married? No, I won't, Brian. I won't forget. I'll take it tonight after the show. It's I'm gonna say, yeah, it's in the past. Let me tell you, I forgot. I would be the forgetful one to, forget to take the pills, or I'd come upstairs already and be half asleep and be like, oh, I'm not going back downstairs. But within the last probably 6 months, when everything started kind of going, I make sure I take everything regular. My bupropion, which is for depression. I have depression. I had depression. We all get depressed sometimes. But let me tell you, that bupropion for me worked like a miracle charm. Let me tell you. I've been doing very good on it, so that's why I'm like, regimen. I will not deviate from taking that pill. Oh, excuse me. I'm amlodipine, my blood pressure medicine. Again, take it right. I haven't deviated, and I feel up until my right leg screwed up. I've been feeling really, really, really good. But yeah, it's okay. So back on I can't keep mind jumping. I know. I'm sorry. I remember I went to a wedding with my girlfriend and another couple. We split up when we got home. Yeah, and I'm sure we've been in those spots too, some point in time. So, ladies, what do you like for Valentine's Day? Do you like to go out for dinner? Do you like to have your boyfriend, fiance, husband cook you a dinner? What do you like? What's your favorite food? Me, I like a good old school steak. Steak dinner works for me. Had to, a little parched. So coming up in the next couple of weeks, once my screen loads, taking a sweet time tonight. We got, like I said, I have my last video uploaded right now is due to premiere on August 15th. So Matt, if you watch this tonight, if you watch this on the replay, I got videos for you, buddy, up until August 15th, where I hit Philly's finest in Wilkes-Barre. But coming up next week, Steph, I am at it's Dee's Diner in Plains. The Dee's Diner. Yep, Dee's Diner, Plains, PA. They're another good place to check out. Yeah. Yeah. Susan, I like a good. Now, I've been getting better with vegetables. It's not really my main thing I like to eat, but I've been getting better throughout time with the GF. But I like my steak has to be done medium rare, where the GF will want hers burnt. Well, maybe not that extreme, but well done. I can't eat hamburgers. I cannot eat steak well done. It tastes like shoe leather. There's no taste, no flavor. Yeah, no. Medium rare. Got to still be mooing. Got to have that pinkiness in there with that juice flowing. That's how I love it. Swarming up there. Yeah. That's a Friday nights. There's not that many places around that I know of that have patios though. There's not a lot. There's some, but not a lot. Jancey makes me work and cook for him on Valentine's Day. I like Dee's Diner, but the only thing that you have to remember, Dee's Diner does not take cards, so you got to remember to take cash or hit the ATM. And that's a double, and that's with me. Okay, I don't mind hitting it, but I don't mind hitting the ATM. But when you got to pay someone to get your own money, that's right. I just can't justify myself doing that. Bren, I'm a single girl. Comfy foods, steak, potato, fried chicken. Oh man, let me tell you. Okay, when I was today, when I officiated that wedding, the couple invited me to stay for dinner. It was buffet style. They had whoever catered this, and I can't remember the name she told me, but she had this. They had mac and cheese. This was the best freaking mac and cheese I've eaten in ages. I don't know what they did to it, what cheese or how they but this was like the most amazing mac and cheese I've had in ages. Oh, Brandon, stop it. Hi, Gina. I hope you're feeling better. We did a shout out. We did early. If you tuned in the beginning, we all hope you're getting better. Can't wait to have you back. Yeah, I do. Let me tell you, two places. For a local place, locally owned place, Dookie's, if they're still open. I haven't been there in years. Dookie's down, in North End, but up near in the old Walmart parking lot, Texas Roadhouse, they could do a banging steak. Let me tell you, for a chain place, they have some banging good steak. Gina, I'm so sorry. Here in Pittsburgh, we have gravy on everything. I like gravy on stuff. Yeah, I like gravy too. Gravy and mashed taters and especially meatloaf, which Dee's Diner has a killer meatloaf. There's a place up in Scranton. Oh, the Glider Diner. Steph, how could you not like steak? The Glider Diner up in Scranton has an amazing meatloaf dinner. Molly Dolly she's crashed in her favorite spot on the bed, in the pillows, in the comforter. She buries herself and she goes to sleep. But no, Molly's doing good too. Thank you for asking. So about bar food. I tried that a couple times and it just didn't go too well because I love beer. But yeah, there's a place that I used to go to. You picky? No. There's a place down. It's on the border of Plymouth and Edwardsville. The Screwy Moose, it's called. And I've done some really interesting videos, but I couldn't put them up on it was too, it became too, too bad. Not bad being bad, but like the boozing and the F-bombs and everybody just having wild, I couldn't do it. But there is a place, I just have to, it's kind of dark in there to begin with. It's down in Luzerne. Murphy's Pub. That's good. You're getting there, Gina, if you're doing that. Yeah, the Glider Diner. I was only there a couple times. Once before COVID, and then during COVID when we had the makeshift outside patio. Yeah, Glider Diner. They have great food. Oh, listen to this one. About 5 minutes before, about 10 minutes before I came on live, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take Molly outside, do her thing before the show. I knocked my phone down, and my cord, the tip that you put into the phone, decides to bend. So now I'm like, crap. So I broke my cord. And I just kind of bumped it with my foot, and it fell on the foot, and bent, and like terrific. But it was like a $5 cord. I got it like one of the little, like Dollar Generals or something. I got it. So, but just still pain in the PIA. 10 minutes before the show, and I break my cord, my charging cord. Great. But again, okay, so I see we got 12 standing tall, and thank you for hanging with us tonight. Did you see where the apartments burned down? Yes. Now, I haven't been down there since. Is I know the Polish Connection there, they posted on Facebook they're looking to find a new location. So I guess so either A, that location there is not salvageable, or called the Starlight and it was a really Moon Doggy. Oh, that'd be classic. Um Now I know the Polish Connection. Well, from what I'm seeing on Facebook, they're looking to either buy or rent either buy a location or rent somewhere. So I'm gonna assume their place is no longer salvageable. But I was wondering about Reds. Is Red did Red reopen or no? Next time you're out about, Susan, that's your homework for next week. Let me know if Reds is still open. Because that'd be a shame if he's been there at least in that spot for 40 years. Maybe 50. Now I know his family owns the place out on 118, but I know he's been slicing subs in Plymouth for got at least. I remember going down there when I was like 9 and 10, and I'm like going to be 53. So for at least a good 40 years, he's been in that same exact spot. And if he had to move out, that's gonna stink. But let me see what else I can show you here. Okay, so I love my hot dogs. All right. So for 2025, get your hot dog and NEPA style t-shirt from the Shop Zone. Go hot dogging with yours truly, virtually. Wear the shirt. Yeah, I don't know about Reds either. I hate to see them leave. I hate to see Red have to. Well, if he has to move, I don't know if he would relocate or just retire. I don't know. He's been in that spot for so long. Anybody that cruises through Plymouth in the next couple days, Reds is out near same as Polish Connection out near Bull Run. Let me know. Shoot me a text. Shoot me an email. Hit me up on Facebook if Reds is open or not, because I'm really curious. Today's was good, let me tell you. But today, send me a pic, Gene. Facebook me, Pam. I could do that. Send me a picture. Let me just check out, see if we got anybody follow us on Instagram. Oh, to my Instagram people, thank you very much. Raging Wiggins and Panda. Raging Wiggins, I'd be honored to try that cheesesteak. Featherman Raymond, hey, how you doing? Hello to all of my Instagram people, Instagram followers. Well, say hi to my Instagram people. Let me see if Gina just sent me some pictures, so let's see if I could get in there and open them up. One moment, guys. I mean, I have a decent. Oh, there it is. I mean, I have a decent internet. But when I'm trying to stream, oh, that look painful. Let's see. All right, here I'm going to hide this really quick. I'll bring it back up later if we need to. All right. Yeah. Gina, that looks very painful. Here, guys, let me show you this. There's picture 1. There's picture 2, which looks ouch. Oh, Gina, thank you for showing that with us. And that looks very, very painful. Yeah, I can't blame you. Oh, so Bill, so let me ask you, you're gonna do it old school on the stove? I remember the Jiffy Pop popcorn you'd do on the stove, and you have to sit there and go, and like, yeah, that was a big. I'd just rather do the microwave. Tell you the truth. Let's see. Oh, joining us from Facebook, the GF says hello. Okay. Yeah, Gina, that looks painful. Oh, man. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Oh, I cringe just thinking about it. At the racetrack 30 years ago, by the pastor on the backside, small wedding. That's awesome, Mark. That sounds pretty awesome. But oh yeah, got to throw the salt in there too, though. You got to have salt on your popcorn. I'm sorry, that's just me. I think they're open now. I'm definitely, I vowed every year, but I'm definitely going down to check out their food. But Knoebels, I believe Knoebels is opened, or at least on the weekends now. Anyway, definitely going this year. I don't care if I have to go myself. I'm going to check out that Knoebels food. I haven't been there. Last time I was at Knoebels. Holy crap. I'm going to say maybe right after I moved into West Pittston. So that's about 2012 or 2013. Last time I got down to Knoebels. But now normally when I do weddings, I do video the weddings, and then normally the food I'll take pictures, but just today I was just, well, she asked she didn't want to have the video done, so I'm like, okay. So I didn't have nothing with me to do anything, and by the time I got this, here was how this morning went. I got up, I had to fast last night, so I got up starving. Okay, went to the general, got my ultrasound done, went down to South Main Abe's, got a couple dogs, went home. It is. I went home, power napped for about a half hour, got ready, went to the wedding, came home, slept for about an hour. By the time I left, with my leg was sore, and I just kind of, I mean, it was a beautiful wedding. I'm glad I was able to stay and hang out with them. But at the end of the day, I was just ready to go home. And but yeah, that's why I didn't do anything with that today. But I want to say, I think it was Elsa's or Elzie's or something like that, catering locally in our area. Like I said, they had dynamite mac and cheese. They did homemade potato salad, which was good. Chicken marsala, amazing. And they had your basic, your rigatoni and and stuff like that. But your basic ham, beef, chicken. But it was really nice. It was really done well. Food tasted amazing. Again, congratulations to Jennifer and Petey, my latest couple I officiated today with Simple Ceremonies. And shout out to, it was funny because how this girl found me, she booked me last year for today. A bride I married 9 years ago said, you gotta call him, and that's how I ended up there. And I saw her today. She's like, next year's gonna be 10 years. You better be around because you have to do my vow renewal. Okay, so I can't die or anything. She's like, you better, because she's asking, like, what's going on? So I explained to her what was going on. She's like, all I can say is, you better be here next year because you're doing my vow renewal. I said, okay. So yeah, guys, if I've never had alligator bites anywhere. Ooh. Yeah, and they had the flower girl. What she did, instead of throwing rose petals to all, as she was walking down the aisle, to the women that were sitting down the end, she was passing out red roses to all the ladies out there, and it was just put together so so nice. It was done elegant. And gonna give a plug. Rockin' Rich was the DJ, so he throw him a plug. Rockin' Rich, if you need a DJ, he's good too. He's a good one. He was doing good tonight too. I got home from the nursing home after rehab. I had a new member. That would be Gina doing that to Mike. Come home and I'll say, hey, here we got another one. Yeah. Gina is the cat lady. Let me see. All right, so I showed you the hot dog and t-shirt, the tumbler, the foodie forever. All right, I know for all you people that love coffee, get your SGW Coffee Club shirt today. Be part of that coffee club, virtual coffee club. Buy the shirt. All you coffee people, where's my coffee peeps? Get the shirt. You guys that love that coffee. Also, to you guys that are hanging with us today, I see 14 strong. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. You guys that hang out with us every week. For you guys that buy the merchandise, thank you. I can't tell you enough. Now, this is for the people that love the coffee, okay? And you can go on the Shop Zone, check it out. What all started this whole thing in a nutshell? The none of that coffee t-shirt. Yes, no coffee. Is that not my? Oh wait, that's my generate. No, that's not. No, that's not my coffee one. That's my generation shirt. Whoops. My generation shirt. There you go. I thought I put up the. I guess I didn't. Let me go back to the chat here. That won't. Okay, what did I miss here in the chat? I need one of my cats that won't leave me alone. Truman steps up to the plate with coffee. Yeah. Truman loves this coffee mug. He does. And I still liked when he got his hat for Christmas. He was surprised to get that one. So that was Steph. Steph got him the hat for Christmas. But speaking of Mike, let me see if I can pull up his channel. Mike has some of the most interesting. Now they're quick clips, okay, and let me see. He has some interesting clips on his channel. Check out his channel also if you haven't subscribed to his channel. I'm going to put his link in the chat. Check out Mike's channel. And I say this every time. The funniest clip that he had on his is when at like 2 a.m, some lady wants to redeem her lottery tickets, banging on his door. It's me. That's awesome, man. That's funny. The cat we have goes for a walk with me and the dog every morning. That's awesome, dude. Now, for a minute, I'm going to touch base on a little something serious that's in the world today. I started. Let me see. It's called Reality Binge, and here, I'll tell you in a minute. I just want to put the link in the chat. The last couple days, it really also opened my eyes to do more, more home cooking shows. I just have to go out and buy some stuff. It's from My 600-Pound Life, the TV show. I never heard of it. I don't have cable anymore, so I never really heard of it until I saw it here on YouTube. It's about people with food addictions. Let me tell you, and I'm not saying this to make fun of anybody. I have a food addiction that I fight every day. And these people on these shows are 600 plus pounds. And listening to their story, I can kind of relate. And like how people, like, how could you put all that food in your body? And until you have a food addiction, people are never going to understand. It's easy to say, oh, well, just stop eating. Doesn't work like that. What helped me a lot is, do I still cringe binge? Of course I do. But I'm trying to, instead of getting 6 South Main hot dogs, I'll get 3 now. But it's, I don't know where to begin on food addiction, because I know I had one. I probably still have it, and I, for these people that finally say, hey, I want help, I need help, that go and get help from this doctor, I give them every kudos in the world. I'm sorry, Susan, to hear that too. But having a food is, if anybody out there has a food addiction that wants to tell your story, please share it with us. No, not going to be judged. I'm not going to judge you, because I remember growing up, even my mom saying, when my mom was alive before she had dementia, Jason, only, 1 hot dog, or, and like, I, to me, with food, I enjoy, and even to this day, me and the GF have this, not an argument, but we go back and forth. Thanks, Venge. I like to try new tastes. I love trying new tastes of food, new foods, where GF look at me and go, no. She eats to live. Basically, do I live to eat? I could agree with that. And it's, I like, she looked at, like, this was last year, we were going somewhere, and like, we're petting, I'm like, and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, at the one restaurant stop, and I stopped. She's like, I don't get you. Like, you could get excited over food. I do. Because I want to, like, especially in the summer now, that, like, the hot dog places, like, South Main Abe's, Sharif's Express, the hot dog cart guy, the food vendor trucks, I'm like Christmas, yay, like, woo, because I like trying new foods. Where the GF, she sticks to what she, and there's nothing wrong with that, like sticking to what you like and what you. But I'm like, don't you want to try something new? And she's like, no. She goes, what if I don't like it? But what if you like it? But what if I don't? And that kind of ends there. And even back in the days of my marriage, I started getting heavier, and that's the one thing I could say. Me and my ex-wife fought. That's why she's my ex-wife. But she never brought up, she never threw my weight in my face. And that's one thing I have to say, never happened. And currently GF never brought that brought that up either. Never threw that in my face. But like, she looks at me, she goes, how could, like, I'm like getting like a kid in a candy store, like, like trying some new food. And I know. From what you tell me, yep. I did get her to try King's Asian Cuisine. Their orange chicken. I got her to try the orange chicken. Did that once. And she liked it. I mean, years now, being on my meds now, it tones down my appetite to a degree. So I mean, I am dropping some pounds. I haven't weighed myself lately, but the last time I was at the doctor's, I think, well, they didn't weigh me today, but when I got, Last week I was like $2.99. And yeah, that's still heavy. Oh, me too, Gina. I know. And I'm like, ooh, new foods. Like I was literally going through the buffet line today. I'm like, and they give you the paper plates, the styrofoam plates. So I'm like, I gotta try this, gotta try that. Oh, look at this. At first, I thought it was scalloped potatoes, which I love good scalloped potatoes, but it was actually poor man's pierogies, which looked like scalloped potatoes, but they were not. To close. And but I am a food. That's why I'm a foodie. Now, will this be the death of me someday? Hope not. Um, but watching these videos and I'm sitting there, literally, they're telling their story, and I'm like going, I agree, I understand. Um, and it's easy to say, oh well, eat a salad. Well, when you're used to eating burgers and hot dogs and cheesesteaks, you don't want to eat a salad. Oh, Steph, come on, it can't be that bad. Um, like, but I have, like I said, within the last 6 months, um, when I go to Garrity's, okay, the fresh grocer down in West Pittston, on the border of West Pittston and Exeter, um, I'll go to their salad bar, and there's times in the summer I will make a salad. Um, but I can't just make a normal salad. I put everything under the sun on it that probably shouldn't go in there to make it good. Uh, but then I got to thinking, I think I would like I think I could actually like just do like some type of lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and like a tomato salad, if that's what you call it. I don't know what you call it, but it sounds good to me. Um, I work. Oh, and right now I'd be like, do I need milk? I'd be like, you have more stamina than I do, Vendor, because I don't know if I'd walk 2 miles to get milk. I'd knock on my next door neighbor's door first and go, hey, can I borrow a cup of milk? Um, I've done that. Knock my neighbor next door, hey, can I borrow? And she's done say, can I borrow a couple eggs? Yeah, here you go. But I will say this, okay. It's 10 o'clock already. I will say this. When I had my eye surgery and the GF was with me for a week, helping me with my eye. Now, she does not like eggs, like the yellow egg, but she will eat egg whites. So we got a small container of egg whites, and I ran out of my, what I call, my regular eggs. And so I tried the egg whites. And I mean, I love a regular egg with the yolk in it. But the egg whites, I have to honestly say they weren't bad. Um, oh, they weren't bad at all. All right, guys, I need to take a 2-minute break. I will be right back. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Nature's calling. All right, sorry about that, guys. When Mother Nature calls you, kind of got to answer it. Let's see what I missed in the chat here. Hey, Brent, thank you for hanging with us tonight. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Tell everybody I said hello. Okay. Yeah, sorry, guys. Nature was calling. I had to answer. But I think for the most part, tonight I'm doing pretty good solo. I think we have, we have some good discussions going on. And I'm glad Brenda was here to join us tonight. You can join us next week, same time, Brenda, if you want. Just kind of cruising back to the chat here, see what I missed. Avengers story. Okay. And Brendan, I'm sure I'll catch you at work some point, somehow. Have a good night though. Thanks for hanging with us. No, seriously, thanks for hanging. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys. So I see some people have clicked the QR code. Hopefully, get some shirts. I'll have to check later, see if anybody, has purchased anything. But yeah, going back to, being a food addict, it's like being an alcoholic. Okay. And Gina, you come when you can. Okay. Don't push yourself. Your door's always open. I back in the mid 90s, early 2000s, I could consider myself an alcoholic. I was bad with beer. But with that, I was able to kick it myself. I didn't have to go to any AA meetings. I just got tired of feeling crappy all the time, and that's what stopped me from drinking. Now, do I have a beer here and there now? Yeah, of course. Today I had a mixed drink at the wedding, but I don't. If I have a beer out with the GF once in a while, that's the highlight of my beer drinking days. I'll have a mixed drink with her maybe, but that's it. But food, the thing being a food addict is, for me anyway, I don't get sick of it. Like, you don't get sick. Like with drinking, you finally get tired and sick of drinking the alcohol. With food, I don't get sick. I like I said, I love trying new foods, new tastes. Even guys that watch my home cooking shows, I'll try new stuff or just put a spin on something old. Like when I did that cheesesteak omelet, that was amazing. That I did. If you didn't catch it, check it out. Go to my video list in my home cooking playlist. That was a good tasting cheesesteak. Which I have a funny story to tell. I might have told this back in the a while ago, but I'm going to tell it again. Back when I lived in East End, my dad, back in the day, there was no cell phones, no internets. My dad was a car salesman, and he would come home from work, or he'd go out on a Friday night. Because a lot of times back then, they sold cars at the bar. Like they just went into the dealership to do the paperwork. There was none of this online stuff. It was a whole different world. And but I remember my dad coming home at Friday night around midnight. Either he'd be like, "Come on, let's go to Denny's," or he would fire up the grill, literally tick off all the neighbors because now he's not cooking burgers on the grill at 1 and 1:30 in the morning. In the summer, everybody would sleep with their windows open, and he would literally tick off my neighbors because they get hungry, and so they'd be like, do you want a hamburger? Yeah. My God rest her soul, her name was Ruthie. She if you looked at my house, she lived on. If you stood in my back alley, looked at my house, she was my neighbor on the right. And in the summer, where our grill was on our patio, her daughter's bedroom was in the back, and in the summer, you slept with the window open. Well, the smell from the grill would wake up the daughter. She'd go to her mom. All I see is Ruthie. Again, God rest in peace. God love Ruthie. She'd come out, Jesus Christ, Steve, I'm trying to sleep. Now you're making me hungry. My dad would be like, do you want a hamburger? She'd be like, yes, and it was just funny. Yeah, those were the good old days, though. Now, move forward in time. I've never ticked off a neighbor cooking at 1:30 in the morning, but we'll see what happens this year. But I got to say, now in the wintertime, I love my air fryer. My new air fryer I got for Christmas, the dual air fryer, it works like a charm. I love it to death. But I can't wait to tomorrow I got to, at one point I have to drop the car off to get the inspection. Like I forgot about my inspection. But I got to get there, clean my grill, start doing some cooking. I got ribs in my freezer. I mean, I can do them in the air fryer. I can do them in the stove, but nothing beats doing them on the grill. Nice barbecue tender ribs. Trying to think what else we talk about tonight. Somebody asked me a question or bring up a topic, so I'm starting to blank out. That's one thing about doing a show by yourself, trying to come up with content. But I think tonight they did pretty good for being solo. We'll see. Hopefully, Mr. Crewman will be back here with us next week. I didn't see Matt in the chat. Maybe he's he could be working. Really, Mark? That's something. That's amazing. You see these hypnotists and some, you got to always think to yourself, does it really work? Does it not work? But no, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's one thing I never did. I never got into smoking. Have I tried it throughout the years? Absolutely. But I never, ever got caught up in the smoking. Never was a smoker. My sisters were. After my dad died, my mom would have a cigarette now and then. But me, I never liked it. I never liked the taste of it. It just was like, blah. Like I said, I don't do drugs. I tried smoking a joint once. Awesome, Gina. Way to go. Proud of you. Let me think. Yeah, I tried a joint, smoked a joint once, me and my buddy out in the woods. It tasted like crap. It tasted worse than a cigarette. Actually, I had a cigarette when we went to the bar. I smoked the cigarette just to get the pot taste out of my mouth because it was just like, ugh. So then someone told me, I was talking to them like years later, like, oh, geez. I said, no, I don't do. I tried a joint once, but it was terrible. Because then it wasn't a good joint. You got a bad joint. I'm like, well, good, because I don't want to be hooked on drugs anyway. But let's see. Also, now I can't play this because of probably copyright, but I am going to see if I can put it in the chat. If you have if you have, let me see, I gotta find it. Oh, I gotta find it. Oh, okay. Back in the days, before there was caller ID, before there was, you know, caller ID and anything like that, star, whatever it was to call back, there was a guy, I don't know his name, and the anybody knows the Jerky Boys, they tried to do something, but they weren't the originals. There was a guy in Jersey. His name was Red. He was the owner of what was called the Tube Bar. And I said, if you like raw humor like me, or click on it and listen to it. These are the original Tube Bar tapes, bootleg tapes from whoever put these things together. And basically, they just call and if whoever, I'm sure most of you guys watch The Simpsons. Oh, hey Mike. Hey Mike. Mike's in the house. How you doing, Mike? Hope everything's going good with you guys, you and Gina. Mario, I haven't talked to Mario. It's a couple years, more than a couple, 5 years. I'm not gonna get into why we stopped. But yeah, nothing against Mario, but we just had some differences, and just to walk away was the at that point was the best thing that I thought was the best thing to do. But yeah, if anybody watches Simpsons, Bart used to prank the bar. Well, this is where he got those ideas from, was from these Tube Bar tapes. So it can get a little raunchy, but it's raw humor. If you like stuff like that, check it out. Let's see. When I was a kid, my father worked in the mill. Like almost like an outing. That's awesome, man. I wish that goes on now, but I haven't. At least not around here. Now for Halloween they do for the kids, but I mean like a block party, like get out, meet your neighbors kind of thing, cook out, do burger stocks. But in the next couple weeks, Memorial Day weekend will be here. That's when I make my world famous hot dog chili. Make it once a year to go to an outing, my friend's outing. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to nice warm weather. Maybe one of these nights I'll do it. I'll take Outside the Box Live out in my backyard and do the show from out in the backyard. I was thinking about maybe when it gets a little bit warmer, I'll do a Outside the Box live from the backyard, and who knows? We'll see. But I like having the two monitors where I could pitch back and forth and see what's going on. Still checking out my Instagram, peeps. Thank you. Years ago, Mark, my family kind of did something like that years ago. My mom's side of the family would have a family reunion, and there was a little grove up near, well, if Bill Check's still in the house, up near, if you're going out to Hillside Farms, there was a little grove out there. It's still there today. I don't know who owns it or who owns it now, but every year we'd have the family reunion and have just big cookout. I miss those days, which got me to thinking, just don't know when or how to pull it off. I like to do, me and FP did a meet and greet was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. Yeah, it had to be last year, the year before, I forget. But I'd love to do another meet and greet, meet you guys that are, well, of course, you guys that are local. Even you guys that aren't local, I still love to meet you guys. I like to meet all you guys, but I know you can't, fly in for a day. I understand that. But I love to do another meet and greet. First meet and greet is when we met Susan and Bob. That was during the week. I was on vacation, but I feel okay. That was a kind of dumb trip because everybody else worked. I was on vacation. But yeah, I'd love to do another meet and greet and meet all you guys. Come out, hang, do something. Oh, I have 665 videos on the YouTube channel. 651 subs. Thank you to everyone that watches the channel. Thank you guys for watching the Sick Myth channel and the Ghetto Theater channel. Again, it's trying to figure out content each week. Hey, Joey T, what's going on? Now you only got me tonight. Gina's still recouping. Mike's recouping, helping Gina. Fred is out and about, and it's just me tonight. But thanks for hanging with us, and I appreciate it. Now, if you guys want to check out, let me see here. Let me. Yeah, that's what it'll have to be like on a Saturday afternoon or something. I know different places that would love to sponsor it and have us there. I know a few different places they would love to have us all come over. But yeah, it'll have to be on a. I work during the week. I work 8 to 4:30, 8 to 5. So yeah, it would be a weekend deal, like a Saturday deal. But yeah, it would. In our group chat, I'll bring it up more. And once Gina's back, I want Gina to, Gina and Mike to be there too. So once they get back up to speed, but definitely want to do a meet and greet. Let me see. A couple years earlier, and I pulled it off, but it was tough for me to do it by myself. I did a $25 gift card giveaway. I got literally 18 vendors, 18 local people to sponsor to either gift card or gift certificate throughout the area. And picnics were big. School picnics were big in my. I don't remember, but that's another good idea. Have some type of outing picnic. But yeah, it's now I'm starting to run out of things to talk about. Hour and a half, I think I did pretty good. Let's see. Somebody just did something on Facebook. Let me see who. Oh, a shout out, Bernice. Thank you. She's liking our video on Facebook. She's watching us via Facebook. So thank you, Bernice. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging with us. Now, the only thing when it said, I love when you guys hang out with us from Facebook, but there's times where, depending on what page or how you're seeing us on Facebook, if you comment, we don't always see it. So I always recommend, please subscribe to the channel. That way, come into our channel chat. I believe if you go on Facebook, you go to my SGW Media Entertainment page, and you comment there, I'll see it. But I know some it doesn't show. That's a lot of roller coaster, Mark. Now, I am not a roller coaster person. I was on one once, and that's good enough for me. For just some reason, for some reason, I know why I didn't. I got back in the days of Hanson's Amusement Park. I'm going back. All right, I'll hold my story for a minute. Susan, I have nothing against FP. I never. He's the one that wanted to go off on his own. I said, you might not have caught part of the beginning, maybe. I was talking to FP today. No, no, that's over. So no more midnight oil shifts. Which I missed the overtime pay, but nah, not till overtime will kick back in next November during AEP season. So from now until October, she starts in October, November. No more midnight oil. Which, I mean, I love doing it because of the extra money, but at the same time, it would kill me on like a Saturday. My Saturday would be shot, or my Sunday would be shot because I'd be just too tired. Now going back to Susan's question, FP, like I said, I saw FP today. We were talking for about 10 minutes. I was on my way out to go to do the wedding, and we were talking for a little bit. I have nothing against FP. He, for whatever reason, he decided he wanted to leave the show. He had his reasons, and hey, okay, great. I wish him the best of luck. I watch when he goes live. I watch his video. Well, I haven't caught him lately. I don't know if he's been live lately with my leg and everything. I haven't really been following up on my YouTube videos, but I watch when he goes live, because what I do now at work, I'm not on the phones. I monitor chats, and I'm like almost like a troubleshooter. Like if someone has a question about something, I'll help them. Like almost like not a team lead, but like ALR, SME, however you want to call it. So if I see FP live, I'll watch his video. Sometimes I can't comment, but I'll definitely watch it. We never, as far as I know, we would never stop being friends. Like I said, I spoke to him today, for a couple minutes. You never know. Unfortunately, things do change. He wanted to, do his own thing, and that's great. He's gonna do his thing, and like I say, I still support FP. I watch his videos. I don't know if he did anything live lately. I haven't really been following a lot of anything. But yeah, we'll see what happens, Susan. Maybe down the road, even if he just wants to jump in, just as a cameo, one night, yeah, great. If you guys get back to regular schedule soon, yeah, it's. Like I said, this is the first time I actually did a full show myself. And yeah, I do the food reviews, I do the cooking shows, but I could edit it, break it, cut it, doing something live for now an hour and a half trying to think of stuff to talk is not easy. That's why I'm glad you guys and I'm glad every week you guys, ask questions in the chat. Joey, I can't say I don't know. Like I said, we talked today. I was talking to him today. Everything's, as far as everything's cool. Before I had my surgery, I was a lot more active. Wow, that's awesome, Mark. Yeah, said back in the day, in the summer when I used to be in bowling leagues, and every summer the bowling league would have a cookout. I loved the volleyball, and I loved volleyball. I loved playing volleyball, and until I screwed my knee up in that into my volleyball thing. It's a kind of funny story now. I can laugh at it. So it was me, my buddy's nephew. Well, guy I went to school with. We've known each other for years. The ball's coming. I'm like, I got it, and my buddy, he's like, I got it, and we're watching the ball, not watching each other, and we just went pop. We just ran into each other, and again, it was a total accident. But when I fell, he tripped. I fell, and he stepped on my knee, my right knee. It was completely accidental, but it blew out my knee. I had to have surgery, and the surgeon was fantastic. I'm not going to say his name. Surgeon was fantastic, but the only thing he stunk at, he never gave me therapy. He just said, get up and walk on it. So I literally did not walk for 4 months. I hobbled. I had a walker. And this was back when I was living in East End. And that's when my food addiction, I think, kind of slowly started. Because at that point, I couldn't walk, couldn't get therapy, couldn't even get crutches to leave the hospital with. They basically said, for you to leave, you have to walk down the hall and back. Like, okay, where's my crutches? Well, you're not getting it. You just got to get up and walk on it. Like, what the WTF? And I was still also under the anesthesia. I'm like, what the, WTF? You got to be kidding me. He just ripped my knee open and he says, oh, I can't get crutches. Oh, got to walk on it. So I made it up and down and came home. So back in my old house in East End, we had an upstairs full bathroom and a downstairs half bath, just like a sink and a toilet. So my mom, this is after my dad died. So my mom was working at Coughlin as a food lady. But for the most part, I stayed upstairs. I only walked down the steps once. Came down. When I came down, I was downstairs for the rest of the day until I went up to go to bed. I had my grandma's walker, so at least that was something I could, at least somehow maneuver down the hallway when I have to go to the bathroom. So literally during that time is when I started my food addiction, I think, because all I could do is eat, sleep, go to the bathroom. That was it. I tried to walk the best I could. The surgeon said, "Oh, you'll be running in 5 days." Fifth day, I'm like, "Doc, I cannot walk." "Oh, you just got to keep walking on it." I'm like, but eventually, I got it. But I think that's where my whole food addiction started, because I got bored. But during that time frame is when I found there was something called ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling. It was on Surf Selection. It was one of the oddball channels at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. That's when I learned about ECW. But my buddy when we have the Memorial Cookout, my buddy has a horseshoe pit. And I try and play once in a while. I'm not really good at it. Thanks, Susan. I appreciate it. Trying. Tonight, yep, the one man show. The host with the most, the one host with the most, I guess, but no. Like I said, I miss Mike, Gina, and Fred, and I miss FP. But hopefully next week we'll have someone back. We'll see. Wait till next week. Now, I also I'm doing a wedding on the 30th of this month. Well, in the next couple of days on the 30th down in Edwardsville. Night wedding. So that'll be cool too. So guys, for you guys that are checking out the Shop Zone, thank you for buying your shirts, your mugs. Appreciate it. And that's supporting the brand. Whether it's the Sick Myth mug or the Ghetto Theater mug or, the co-host, whatever you buy. Thank you. I appreciate it. And so last night I like I said I went to the dough company. I broke my arm in high school. Yeah, that's awesome, Mark. Yeah, so I don't know if I ever finished my dough company story. So went in, I got the regular pie, extra cheese with onions. Their cup of piggy soup was fantastic. It tasted just like how my grandma used to make it, my Polish grandma back in the day. This was like, oh my God. This was maybe, I could call it Godzilla cram. But once I started the Eloquist, it, thank God, went away. But I will keep that in mind. So after I had my pizza, the lady's like, well, would you like dessert? I'm like, oh, what do you got? She's like, well, we got rice pudding. We have cake. We have chocolate mousse. So I'm like, chocolate mousse. So, yes, I got the chocolate mousse, which was, I don't care if it was homemade or not. It was delicious. It was good. Nice chocolatey. They give you the whipped cream, and the little chocolate sprinkles on it. Yeah, it was good. What I do, let's see. So looking at something here. I'm putting up now. It's a QR code. It is for our Outside the Box merch. Has all our Outside the Box stuff. Check it out. Get your Outside the Box merch today, whether it's a cup, a license plate frame for your car, a t-shirt. It's there. And so that's and that'll take you, that QR will take you to my whole outside, like everything for Outside the Box. Next, also same scenario. My local eats and takeouts. There you will find the None of That coffee t-shirt, the coffee t-shirts, the hot dog shirts. Our local eats attire. So please, click that QR code, check it out. Support me and the brand. I appreciate it if you do. If you don't, if you can't, I understand that too. That's, I understand. Wait a minute. I missed something. Oh, there's a Polish place in Ranklin called Mills. They have the best stuffed cabbage. Mark, that sounds almost like Polish Connection. Okay. They had amazing piggies. They had pierogies, piggies. They won, last couple of years, they won, they had potato pancakes. They won something. Oh, yeah. For the best pierogies. They won the best pierogies. They have local here. We have a pierogi festival, and Polish Connection won, I think, twice in a row, or I know they won at least once. But they're a Polish place. They have a lot of good food. Now, hopefully they come back. I hope they come back. We'll see, because they're recently their place caught on fire. There was a fire in Plymouth, and yeah. Yeah, Joey, that's, and like when I did when you leave, they give you your check, and then they they give you like a survey to fill out, and I gave them like 5 stars because it was really good. But I'm also like, I remember you back in the day. I'm like, you need to be open past 8 o'clock, because 8:30 they used to be open until 11 o'clock at night. There you go, Mark. Yep. There you go. And I think for me, like I said, I love doing home cooking shows, but also after a while, I just trying to cook for one person. It's like what can you do? So I turn to my buddy's Villa Pizzeria and have them deliver. I'm said the GF, she does not like to cook, and I think it's because of her left side. It's my GF. The GF was born with her left side was partially paralyzed, so it's where you and I could go in the kitchen and cook something. For her to go in, it's not easy. So I think that's where she got her hate for cooking. Little things she could do. And they're good. She's cooked stuff for. I come down from work and be like, "Ooh, smells good," but she doesn't cook often just because of the situation. No, but I appreciate everything she does. Now once the summer comes up, I'll be cooking on the grill. Like I said, I got ribs ready to go. They're in my freezer. Pork chops, steaks, burgers, dogs, you name it, I'm going to be grilling it. I'm hoping this year I can get a new grill. We'll see. I'm going to try. Because with waiting on my income tax to come back, I should be getting that back shortly. Maybe I'll invest in a new grill. Oh, legs starting to bother me. Sorry. Hey, Molly. Come on, say hi. Trying to get Molly to in. Yeah, no, it's not happening. She's like looking at me like, no. But yeah, I don't have a place to put it, but I'd love to get a Blackstone for outside, but I have nowhere to put it, and unless I somehow chained it to the house or something, I would love to get a Blackstone. My buddy has a Blackstone. I've seen videos on YouTube where guys using Blackstone. I think it'd be awesome as hell. I could cook a great I'll be able to cook a kick butt breakfast on that thing, guaranteed. Maybe someday though. You never know. Well, guys, it's 10 to 11. My leg's starting to bother me, so I'm going to call it a night. But I do want to thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Mike, Gina, hope you guys, continue, prayers for you guys for Gina, speedy recovery. Hope to see you guys soon. Fred, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a blast. Stephanie, thank you for hanging out with us. All you guys, thank you for hanging. I'm your SGW guy, your host with the most. Check out my YouTube channel for, let me see, not from where I worked, there was DJ. Oh, wait, Polka Show. I remember Sunday Polka on TV. But guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. See you next weekend. Same time, same channel, same YouTube channel, same platform. Love you guys. Be blessed.